things first. New album out November 29th.
That's right.
I had my first listen this morning.
You actually listened to my debut album?
I've listened to it today for the first time. Yeah. It's good.
Do you like
it? I like it. Yeah.
Really?
I've been trying to learn the words to some of the songs.
Oh my god, I've been actually thrown by that question. What song did you like?
I wrote at the bottom. I like Hold On, and I like Ask Me to Stay.
Really?
Yeah, but for different reasons.
Why?
Well, because I think Ask Me to Stay, I think if I was in the bath and drinking wine and had candles on, you know, one of them days where you think, oh, this is all about me.
Did you like Heart on My Sleeve?
I can't remember which that one was.
Hold On, you like the Bugsy Malone intro, where you might as well quit?
I thought that was
you
dancing.
Ain't got it.
I thought that was good for dancing.
You ain't got it. Yeah. Cool. I'm really chuffed.
Yeah. I've heard it before everybody else.
It's really, really good. I'm glad you like it.
It's good. We like it.
So what have you done with it? You kept it?
They sent like a stream. They sent a stream, so I listened to it on the internet.
Oh, who sent you that?
Digital Rebel, Gary.
Brilliant. That's really good. I'm glad you guys have listened to it.
I think it was just released today. So
As
we'll be getting all the
review
reviews now.
Oh no.
Oh no. Scary.
That is scary.
But
I hope people like it. It's still got some of the reggae feel in it. Some tracks in it, there's still reggae, isn't there?
There's lots of different vibes, but we'll come into that later.
Cool.
So, how much creative input did you actually have in it though?
All of it, yeah. I mean, there's 10 tracks out of the 12 that I wrote, and the 2 that I didn't write on were Heart on My Sleeve and Million More Years.
Right.
But Heart on My Sleeve was actually wrote by John Shanks and James Morrison. And Million More Years has a sort of a story behind it, which was actually produced by Trevor Horn. He wrote it with a couple of writers, and it was actually a song for Robbie Williams.
Loves it, because we all know you and Robbie always
So yeah,
compare.
it was a good song that I couldn't refuse, really. It's a really great track.
They're all fantastic.
So we've decided them 2 tracks had to come on the album anyway, and the other 10 tracks I was involved in. So yeah, really, really excited about it. And yeah, we you know, going on styles, I think it'd been really ridiculous to do a whole album full of reggae. You know what I mean? Because people can get quite bored of reggae quite quickly. So it's just to do a couple of tracks, and I think there's Accidental and Love Shine Down, which have got that same feel, and I think there's Busy Doing Nothing, which is track 4, which has got more of a Jason Mraz feel to it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other tracks are quite poppy and quite cool. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you find, you know, because this is your debut, obviously people still think of you as, and a lot of X Factor contestants, that they come on and they're just really good karaoke singers. They sing other people's songs, and that's all they can do. So how hard do you find, like, having that stigma and then coming out with your own album and saying, look, this is me, I have done
It is
this?
the hardest thing to go from that to your own stuff, because people have got in their minds what they think you're going to do and have a concept, and I think Olly's going to do this. And 9 times out of 10 the whole public are thinking the same. So we had to do something that try and go a little bit different than people expected, and I think Please Let Me Go for first single was completely different to what people expected me to do, but it really, really worked, and it was something different, and people were like, oh my god, this is different to what we expected.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with it, and you know, it's a hard transition, and I'm still making that transition, and you know, of course, you never forget your roots. You know, the X Factor is something that I'm very proud about, and something that I loved, and it's changed my life completely, and I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for that show. But you know, you have to try and make that transition of people really want to hear your music for what it is now, and not because you was a good karaoke singer. So yeah, you're right, you have to try and make that balance, and hopefully I have. When
you came out of X Factor, did you is there not like a rule that you can't release for so long or something? You're
signed up from the show till about April, which is after the tour finishes. So because obviously, you know, if that you didn't have that, then you could go and sign for someone in January and not actually theoretically do the tour. So you have to be you have to be kept strict, so that by April you're free after April, because you know the X Factor tour is very important for the show, and also it's important to do as a contestant, because it's a massive thing to do. So I was able to pre-arrange and pre-agree a record deal, which was Sony were happy with and Simon was happy with before the tour, so I was already signed and ready to go. Awesome. And so the tour was something I had to do, of course, which I loved. And then after the tour, I was able to get in the studio and start writing and start getting involved in the album. And we did, you know, 40 odd tracks, and the 12 that you've got there are the 12 that we really, really liked and we've been liking for a long time.
That's amazing.
I've been listening to that album for a long time.
Oh, we're going to be listening to it for a long time.
Yeah, so hopefully people really enjoy it.
What was it like as well when your first single just went straight to #1? Were you expecting
Really did not
it?
expect a #1 off my first single. You know, you work all year, as an artist to produce music, and hopefully people really like it and the fans like it. Especially for someone like me coming from the X Factor, I wanted to do something different. The first reaction from it was everyone really liked it, so I was like, okay, we might have a chance. And then I just sat and thought, you know what, you've got to work hard, that's the most important thing. You've got to have ambition to go #1, but I had to put the effort in, and I travelled up and down the country, went to all different radio stations and did loads of regional stuff. Travelled everywhere as I could to perform the song, and the fans really grasped onto it, and we managed to beat Katy Perry and get #1, so, which was one of them.
Loved it.
But no, I mean, it was an amazing competition actually. The whole week with her and me was like a big tussle. I managed to keep on top of her for the whole week, which was quite pleasurable, of course.
Like it.
But we had a great week, and I really enjoyed it and had fun, and like I say, I really want to do it again and relive that moment again. It was something really special, but hopefully we're thinking of me coming out on the 21st of November. We've got a chance, but again, you don't know who's releasing on that day. You just have to wait until nearer the time. So.
Oh no, I know who's releasing on your album day. We'll come to that later as well.
Album or single?
Album.
Oh, okay.
Well, on the 30th. So, but we'll come into that. So, from the album, every so often I make a new driving CD, and I like listen to it and sing really loud. So, which one song from the album, but not the 2 singles, would I put on there, do you think, for when I'm cruising?
Cruising in the car?
Yeah.
Right, okay, well I'm going to ask you a couple of questions first, so that's
Okay.
alright. Are you someone that would, if you're driving, would you like to listen to a ballad?
No.
Or, no ballads.
I like power.
Okay, I would put track 1, Change Is Gonna Come.
Right.
It's kind of like my Let Me Entertain You track, a little Robbie Williams kind of feel.
Okay.
So put Change Is Gonna Come on there, and I guarantee after a couple of listens you'll be loving it. It's proper rocking. It's proper up there, and like if you'll feel really like it's not speeding up a bit. You're like, oh no, I'm gonna break the speed limit. I'd probably put that one and Hold On.
You just said that because that's the one that I like.
No, Hold On's got a really good feel to it. And it's a really good. If you listen to the words of the song, it's really got a good message behind it that. People will say you might as well quit if you haven't got it, but actually you have got it. You just need to hold on, and you're going to get through it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, Ollie, you're such a romantic at heart. So your new single, is out November 30th. We've just said
21st.
21st, and you've been telling us just before that you was writing it. You can't see everybody, but we've had a little pie chart going on here.
Oh, can I show? Can you see it?
Show us.
Right, okay. Before I got in the room, I was being a bit of a saddo because someone actually put like a meeting thing, like slogan. So obviously someone's been in having a meeting. So I decided to do my own one for them. So when they come in here the next day for the next meeting, they'll be like, Olly Murs has been in here writing loads of stuff down. So this is Thinking of Me. This is the single coming out. It's coming out on the 21st, and it's done by the artist called Olly Murs, which is myself. And the album, which is going to be on the album, which is out on the 29th of November. This is about a girl that I was seeing years ago, actually, a couple of years ago, and it's about a special moment that we had together. I've put please put this on the A-list, so I want them to put on A-list radio so it gets played regularly, so people hear it. You've got to check out the video, you'll see my crazy dancing, because I do all these crazy dancing on the video, where I'm like on railings off a bridge, and I turn up in an ice cream van, and like I jump on bollards and do all these weird dancing. It's quite quirky and funny. You have to see it to believe it. But basically, the video concept is that I'm having a daydream about this girl that I was seeing in Holiday Romance, and so then as I'm sleeping and dreaming, I go into this world that I can do all this weird dancing. So you must check it out and have a look. The next one is it was actually almost mixed by Professor Green. Now, there's been lots of these rumours going around, and Professor Green spoke to the papers and everything else. What actually happened is that we had different ideas. I wanted him to do the track, spoke to him, he loved it. He did the track, did some ideas, put some different bits on it. And it just kind of didn't work out in the end. There was a lot of politics between record companies. Me and Professor Green get our house on fire. We loved it. It sounded brilliant, but it just didn't work out between the record companies, which was a bit of a shame. So I'm pretty gutted about that. And basically, my Twitter page is Olly Official, so I just put this on there because if any fans want to know about any information of what I'm getting up to, what I eat for dinner, what I do when I get out of the shower, or what time in the morning I brush my teeth, then check my Twitter out.
Woo! Love it. Fantastic.
That is my breakdown.
That's all we need to know.
Oh, and there's a crazy picture of me with big feet and a hat over my middle drift because I did that for the naked shoot with my hands and a trilby hat on.
That's all we need. That's it. That's all we need to talk about.
Exactly.
Brilliant. So, what kind of scenario do you think your album would fit? If I was playing it, would it be like having a dinner date with a man, or getting ready to go out with the girls?
I think my album is in your bedroom and what's that?
Dancing around in your underpants.
I think my album's got a really good feel-good factor to it, but it also has got a lot of the songs are quite. Because I think at the moment, the way I am at the moment, I'm single, so I've had a lot of heartbreak in terms of like I've met girls and they've split up with me, or I've met them and not been too keen on them, and so a lot of it's kind of like, you know, please don't let me go, you know, thinking of me is when you had someone special and you're thinking about the times you had together and you're like, oh, I wonder if she's somewhere thinking of me, you know, because I'm thinking of her. You know, asking me to stay is like, you know, splitting up and her thinking that she doesn't really want to be with you anymore, and you're like asking her to stay and asking her to be part of your life still. You know, you've got a heart on my sleeve, which, you know, is again having rows with girlfriend, but knowing that you always wear your heart on your sleeve, and that I'm always going to show you all of every single emotion of mine because I love you, you know. And then you've got like, and then you've got like Hold On, which is again my real positive message about, you know, people having their problems in life. So a lot of it's quite quite thoughtful, and I think you could sit down and you could like I love listening to an album sometimes and like just turning the light off and being able to look out the window and you could see the stars, or you could just sit there and relax and just listen to listen to the album and listen to the words.
I've only got one album like that.
Oh really?
So I'll have to give it a go.
I mean, obviously it's not a Damien Rice kind of album. It's not like a James Blunt or, you know, a David Gray kind of album. I'm not saying that, but I think that the words have it's a real good pop album. I think it's got real good messages behind all the songs, and like I think the lyrics are really personal to me, and I think that's what I really like about it. I think it's one of them albums that you could listen to it and have you've got some really good up-tempo songs that you could get ready to go out in. Then you've got some really nice ballads and sort of saddy songs.
Yeah.
Because there's one song that I really
You've got like 3 in the middle. They're quite slow.
Well, there's one. Yeah, there was no. It's don't say good. No, Heart on My Sleeve and Ask Me to Stay are in the middle. But there's one called Busy Doing Nothing, right? And I love this song because it's the first song I think I've ever heard where someone's used bacon and scrambled eggs in the first verse.
What?
Yeah. No magazine. That's I had to first go with no scrambled eggs or bacon. I just have time for you.
Aww.
So like, you know, like when you have a Sunday morning with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, and you're in bed and you can't be bothered to get up, and you're just with each other, and you know you're kissing and you're just like doing things together, and you're snuggling up watching a DVD.
Yeah.
It's like there's no bacon or scrambled eggs or nothing because, you know what, I can't bother to get up because I've just got time for you. Do you know what I mean? I'm can't bother to make breakfast, and you know I can't be bothered to go and watch a DVD. Joe, I just want to sit in bed with you, watch the world pass us by.
Yeah. So nice.
Getting busy. It's called Getting Busy Doing Nothing.
Getting busy?
Yeah.
Oh dear. We need to find somebody to get busy with, I think they'll say. And then put this on when it comes out. We've got until November 30th.
Getting busy doing nothing, yeah. It's got a bit of a obviously getting busy doing nothing. But it's got, I mean, in terms of doing things just together, but like in terms of, you know, you're not actually going anywhere, you're just enjoying each other's company that much that the whole world is just passing by behind you, but it's Sunday and you can chill out.
I love it. You're selling it to us.